Wesley was kind of on his own for most of high school, but he worked super hard, still graduated, and then went and got an associate's degree. But all of that wasn't enough to get the kind of job he wanted. So he joined the Navy Reserves. And even then, he still wanted that bachelor's degree, but he couldn't afford to spend tens of thousands of dollars to do it, and he didn't want to take years of his life away to earn it. So he found the College Hack channel on YouTube and got to work the college hacking way. But unlike most of us, he actually made money by going to college. And today, we're going to tell you how.
I have a lot of siblings. I have 7 siblings. So no one was really paying attention to me. So I kind of had to take myself through high school by myself. Most states don't do this, but we do this in South Dakota because I actually went to high school here also. We get a car at 14 years old. That's when you get your driver's license. So I was actually driving myself to high school. I had a job, so it makes you grow up really fast. And I was an independent student, but also kind of lost. Didn't really play in sports, anything like that. But I'd be more like that 2.8 student, barely getting
Okay.
by, really, because I was just being so independent.
And when you were in high school, getting your 2.8 and kind of
Mhm.
managing your own education, did you ever think of yourself as the kind of person who would go to college?
Not at all. I don't think it was even honestly on my mind because
Hmm.
my day to day was more important than my future. So I had to just decide like, how am I going to finish this English class? Everything was last minute. So there's no way I could go do a college tour or anything like that.
Wesley got an associate's degree in law enforcement science, but he still couldn't get a job. He noticed that people who were getting the jobs he wanted had military experience, so that got him thinking, and he decided to join the Navy Reserves.
On top of being in the military, I was like, well, I already have a law enforcement science degree associates. I should probably get like a criminal justice degree because then I could be a veteran and have a bachelor's degree. So then it's like there's no stopping me at this point. At least I felt like that was the case. So I graduated boot camp in 2016, come to my first reserve duty station as a reservist. You can't get your GI Bill immediately, so I had a waiting period. And then once I was cleared to use it, I immediately applied for Bellevue University and I started an online program in traditional online program in criminal justice. I guess it wasn't for me. It was just too slow and I was more fast paced and had a lot going on in my life. And, I was just about to get married and I was about to move to another duty station. So in the beginning of 2019, I ended up just taking a break to go to my next duty station in California. So then I didn't continue school until I went back to UMPI.
After that, he tried WGU for one term, but he just didn't have time to commit to it. In fact, he had just had a kid, and so he was only able to pass one class in that entire term. So he took a break.
And during that
Hmm.
break, I started researching heavily. And I simply typed into YouTube how to get your college degree faster. And then yours was like one of the first videos that showed up. I just grabbed every video that you've ever provided ever, and I just took pieces of each one, and then I started doing my own research.
Why did you decide on UMPI?
I needed to get a degree that would make sense, and they had that management degree, the Chipotle degree you call it. But
Yeah.
since I have a bachelor's of applied science already, I mean, sorry, associates, I could get the bachelor's of applied science, the BAS. And I was like, whoa. So that was a really cool option for me. The fact that you kind of laid out the blueprint for the BLS and the BAS and the BLS at UMPI are the same thing. So they gave me that option to put the final draft in and then get the final graded. And it's almost like an A.
Oh, yeah, you're talking about like getting the feedback from the professor in your final
Yes.
assignment before you actually even submit the final. Yeah, that's wild, right?
That's wild. I couldn't find that anywhere. And then it was just task based, not test based. I was like, perfect. I was just able to speed through it. So I honestly, I could have got done probably in a month at the pace that I'm always going. But me having a family, being military, and being, a homeowner, I had to go a little slower than I wanted to. So it ended up being January, February, March, and then I was done. But
Okay.
also I
So
did.
just two terms at UMPI?
Yep, term in a month, you could say.
Did you end up having to do any Sophia or study.com in
Oh,
addition to the credits you already had?
I did so many Sophias. I did I did 32 Sophias. I did 5 classes that required touchstones because they ended up being classes I needed for UMPI to replace generals.
And let me say this for anybody out there who's watching who's maybe not as hardcore, a value of the consultations that we do is that you don't have to watch all of the videos, and it takes about 50 hours less of research on your part to be able to put the plan together. And B will also tell you, hey, you don't need to take 30 Sophias. Just take,
Yes.
uh, in your case, it probably would have been like 10, but you got them. It was good. You were ready to go. But I'm so proud of you, man. I'm so amazed by like how much work you got done and how you busted it out. What was your total cost at the end of it?
Well, the fact that in the military, I get to use the JAB bill. So I paid for my subscriptions at Sophia. I ended
Yeah.
up getting a code each month, so that way it was $20 cheaper, which is about $89 a month. Those classes that I had to take with Touchstones took a little longer than I wanted to. That was about $400, you could say. And then I'm using the GI Bill, so that paid the whole UMPI. I also apply for FAFSA, so that means I got Pell Grants. And when I got the refund, I ended up profiting money.
Oh my gosh, can I ask how much?
Yes, yes, of course. I made about like just around 6,000. So I made around $6,000 going to college. The Sophia is -0, and then
Mhm.
the tuition GI Bill paid for it, and then I used the federal government Pell Grants, and then I applied for it. I declined the subsidized loans, and then I
Mhm.
accepted the grants because they're you don't have to pay those back, and then I ended up getting a refund check.
Gosh, those of you out there watching this who are in the military, you need to be taking notes because you can literally go make money by
Yes.
going to college if you use your benefits, you apply for grants, you
Mhm.
use Sophia and CLEP and all the rest of this stuff. My gosh, that's incredible, man. I mean, that's the title of the video right there. He got paid $6,000 to go to college.
I actually did, and if I was going to take it a step further, so I
Yeah.
am on active duty right now, but I am still technically a reservist. I'm just filling in active duty orders. But if I go back to being a reservist and I'm using the GI Bill, I'll actually get paid monthly housing allowance every month to go to school on top of that grant. So we're talking $1,300 a month and while you're going to school. If they do it like I do it, everybody as a veteran would get paid to go to college.
Well, and then there are tracks once you've got that bachelor's degree to go to
Mhm.
OCS, go to officer candidate school, which comes with pay
Yes,
raises, more responsibility,
yes.
more career opportunities, all this stuff.
Yes, and you're hitting it on the head there because that's actually what I'm doing right now. This is my last month on active duty. I got about 20 days left, and I got my OCS package ready to go. I needed the bachelor's degree. I got it. It's conferred, and I'm starting the master's degree just in case. So I'm going to get my master's degree starting in July, the same way,
Mm,
and I'm going to make money on that too.
that's awesome. Oh man. Well, hey, this has been eye-opening for me. It's been incredible to hear. Just to wrap up, for somebody who was in your situation like a year ago, what's the one piece of advice you would give to them?
Just like in investing, I'm pretty heavy into like investing. And I would say if anyone ever asks you an investment question, we always tell them to DYOR, do your own research. Don't like wait for a handout. Like just if you have questions, just constantly search for it. Like
I love Wesley's story. His career is in a better place, and he took that associate's degree and all that adversity and all that busyness, and he turned around and beat it and got a college degree. Not to mention that he got it super fast, and he literally made money doing it, that's insane. You combine college hacking with military benefits, and dude, you are set to go. I appreciate him being on and inspiring us. And if you are ready to take the next step, check out that link in the description. Sign up for a consultation with our team, and we'll help you graduate quickly and inexpensively so you can build a career that you love. We can't promise that you'll make money by college hacking, but we definitely can promise that you'll save money. If an online college degree on average costs $50,000 and takes the average student 4 to 6 years, most of our clients get done in under $8,000 and in like approximately an average of like a year. Some people go much, much faster than that. And then some people take a little bit more of their time. But whatever your pace, whatever your effort, there's a path for you. And those paths are cheaper and faster than the traditional methods. So don't sit on it. Get started. Thanks for watching and happy hacking.